Imagine your phone buzzing again. It's her. You're thrilled that she's responding. She seems genuinely into you, and for a moment, you're ecstatic. But then she starts coming up with excuses, avoiding meeting up. And to add to the frustration, you check her Snapchat story, only to find her hanging out with another guy. Weeks pass, months fly by, and eventually the girl you've been texting gets into a relationship with the guy she's been spending all this time with. Now let's flip the script. You text girls the right way, becoming the guy in the girl's Snapchat stories. You're the one occupying her thoughts. Forget about the advice you see online about texting girls. My approach is different. I guide young men through a transformation from nice guys to high-value individuals through self-improvement. If that's what you're after, scroll down now, hit subscribe, and turn on post notifications. So let me break down the step-by-step strategy to go from a stranger to a lover. First off, we've got the initial connection. That's the moment when you match with a girl on a dating app. Maybe she follows you on Instagram, or you approach her and snag her number. Now step number 2 is crucial, the first message you're going to send her. Keep it simple, like a hi plus a genuine compliment. Now I know there are these red pill guys out there saying never compliment, never validate. Forget that, man. If I think a girl is cute, I'm telling her. Authenticity and genuine vibes make me attractive and confident. I'm not holding back. If I feel a certain way about someone, I'm putting it out there. Forget most of the advice you've seen about interacting with women. When your brain generates a thought, express it or you've already lost. That authenticity is what automatically polarizes women, the ones who'd actually vibe with you. I could end this right here. Text what your brain says. If it's a bit out there, trust me, text it. You'll eventually find someone who truly fits with you. Keep it real in that first message, simple hi or hey, along with a genuine compliment. It's that spontaneity and attractiveness that come from confidently expressing how you feel. If she's anything like me, if she's compatible, she'll be drawn to that authenticity. Now on to step number 3 after your first message. This part is crucial, so pay attention. Don't let her take charge of the conversation. Imagine you start with something simple like, hi, you're cute, and she responds with a casual, oh, hi, thank you. How are you? Now the typical nice guy response would be, I'm good. How are you? Conversation dead. She thinks you're boring. Let's be real, most girls aren't great at texting. They might throw some basic, boring questions your way. Call it what you want, but it's true. If you're a nice guy or a bit socially awkward, you might let her lead and respond to her questions. Now my approach is a bit different. I text in a somewhat business or formal manner with emotional connection sprinkled in. But here's the twist, I won't let her lead. It might seem a bit quirky, almost like a weird form of autism. I don't entertain boring questions. Now on to step 4, you take control of the conversation. Lead it where you want, ideally towards meeting up within a couple of days. If you can't manage that personally, I don't see much value. Look, if you can't meet her within a few days, it gives off the vibe that you're low value, texting her because she's the only option. If she lives in another country and you can't see her for 3 weeks, it signals a lack of self-respect. You didn't sign up for a texting buddy, you wanted a connection. Especially for guys and even for women, the physical side of a relationship is crucial. If you can't meet up in a few days, it fizzles out. So in step 4, take charge and steer the conversation where you want, setting up a date within the next few days. Now let's talk about step 5, planning the date. It's crucial to structure it around something you were going to do anyway. This not only makes it easy, but also more appealing to invite the girl. Now this is where things might lose their sexiness and some folks might start tuning out because let's face it, they aren't doing anything exciting. Here's the deal. If your idea of fun is non-existent and you're only hitting girls up with generic plans like watching a movie, you're missing the mark. Girls aren't looking to change your life. They want to enter your exciting life. Most young guys miss the mark here because they're not doing anything appealing. Just watching self-improvement videos won't cut it. So get out of your house and try new things. I know, groundbreaking, right? Use Google. Check out places on Google Maps. Find cool spots like bars, parks, or comedy clubs around you. Now for the actual invitation. Don't go with the typical, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? That's way too bland. Instead, when you're planning to do something, shoot her a message like, I'm going to do X. Would you like to join me? It's instantly 10 times more appealing than the usual want to hang out. Just step up your game a bit. Now here's the deal. If she's genuinely interested, she should make it easy to lock in that date. If it feels like pulling teeth just to set a date, she's not that into you. Don't fool yourself into thinking you can trick her into coming out. If she's not attracted, she'll be on her phone the whole time, and that's not what you're after. You want to meet someone who's genuinely attracted to you. Now, after attempting to book the date, if it's still not clicking, cut your losses. Stop messaging her. Maybe in a month, if you randomly stumble upon the messages while scrolling through your phone, you can send another message and see where things stand. But generally, if you can't lock in a date for the same week, it's a sign that you're not likely to meet. It's easier to forget about her and move on than to keep trying to set something up for the distant future. So moving on to step 7, the date is set. You've got plans to meet at 7 p.m. on Friday. Then it's time to send what I'd call emotional connection texts. It's straightforward at this stage. Let's say you've just connected with this girl through a dating app and you've exchanged maybe 10 messages. It can be as simple as randomly texting her the next day saying something like, "Excited to see you tomorrow." It's about expressing how you feel, making people feel good, and let's be real, if a girl sent you a message like that, you'd feel awesome. So step 8 in this whole texting journey is to finally meet up, have a good time, and who knows, maybe things escalate and you end up spending the night together. Whether it goes there or you just connect in some other way, here's where it's crucial to maintain that same texting approach you've been using. Now, these emotional texts are not just for show, they're vital. They help filter out the women who are genuinely into you. It's all about being honest, authentic, and confident. And that's precisely why it works better than all the other strategies I've personally come across. It's about staying true to yourself, and that's the key to making it work. A lot of guys ask this question: what's the best mindset when texting girls? So what's the winning mindset? Well, firstly, you've got to understand that for guys, it's a numbers game. In the early stages, you can't be investing too much emotionally into one particular girl. You've got to convey abundance. That means either having other women in your life, or at least acting like you do. Why? Because let's face it, you're not going to meet up with 99% of the girls you interact with. Be real about it. Out of all those matches on Tinder, public encounters, or wherever you've probably met up with. So keep that in mind. It's like a 1% chance, and don't let that get you down. If she's not responding or can't meet up, hey, it's just a 1% chance to move on. Now here's the second crucial mindset. Girls just want to have fun. If you're living a fun life, they'll naturally want to be a part of it. But if you're trying to squeeze all the fun into texts, guess what? They're out. You can't make texting the source of your fun. Girls want to enter a life that's already fun. Most young guys miss the mark because, let's be real, you're not really living that exciting life. You're trying to have fun through texts. Girls aren't into that. They want to be invited into a lifestyle that's already a good time. That's the secret sauce. Some guys ask me, what if we can't meet due to some roadblock, like living in a different country or for some other reason? Well, my comeback question is, do you genuinely want a texting pal? I get it. Texting can be fun. You've enjoyed bantering with her. But let's be real, it's not the texting itself you're after. It's the connection with a woman. And let's face it, a text-based connection doesn't hold a candle to the real deal. Internet relationships are not a substitute for a genuine, in-person deal. High-value folks aren't building relationships through screens. So if you find yourself settling for this, take a good look in the mirror and ask why. By the way, if you find a value, like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.